tough week for us, obviously. Coming off a couple of really good weeks, had a week off, which we probably needed. Got some guys injured, banged up, and just didn't go as planned. App State played extremely well. They pitched us extremely tough, and we just didn't adjust soon enough. We were fortunate to win a game yesterday, which does keep us on track to reach a couple of our goals as far as winning the league and getting to 40 wins before the end of the regular season. So it was a good response yesterday, but just not near what we were looking for.
As far as gameplay is concerned, what, if any, was encouraging about this series going forward for your team?
As far as what's concerned?
Like, as far as on the field play, did you notice anything that was kind of encouraging that's kind of...
There was some individual performances. Obviously, Ben Tate and Cooper Rawls, Blake McGehee. It was good to get those guys out there. I thought Moody looked good at the end. Blake Marshall threw the ball well, I thought. Peyton Lejeune played well yesterday. John Taylor is obviously a nice fill-in for Debo while he's out. But, we win and lose as a team, and it's one of those series that you can take a couple innings back. It's probably completely different, but we just didn't get off to a great start. That's 2 weeks in a row. We need to get off to a really good start on Thursday.
So what does it look like? Moody, I thought maybe you probably be playing for him to pitch, but the series didn't go like you wanted as much. So does he start tomorrow, or what happens?
That's the tough part. He got up and down several times over the course of the weekend. Friday was a more likely spot. Saturday was a game that we just were not getting anything going offensively until the very end. And so that's where I've got to start looking at where we're at in this game and start thinking forward. So obviously didn't use him there. I would have maybe started him tomorrow had we not brought him in, and had he not been up several times. You could see him in the game tomorrow, you may. But we'll start JT Etheridge tomorrow and probably go with, well, not probably, we're going to go with Jake on Thursday and look to see how he bounces back. I haven't seen him today. McGehee, we're going to leave Nezu right where he is on normal rest because he's got quite a pitch count over the last few weeks.
When you say right where he is, game 2 or on
3, it'd be 3 to keep it Saturday. Yep.
What do you miss? I mean, obviously a lot from Debo not being. He's not.
It would. It'd be like trying to hold 2 boards together with Elmer's glue instead of a heavy duty screw or some nails. It is possible, correct? But he's that guy, and we certainly miss him. But like I told our boys after the game yesterday, we're down Debo, we're down Toy, down a couple other guys that are still cutting through it, but it doesn't matter. Our job's to win, and Cajun Nation doesn't show up to hear excuses. They show up to watch a great product, and we definitely didn't give them that on Friday or Saturday, but felt like we did bounce back and respond on Sunday.
What about those 2 guys, Debo and Toy?
I think Toy's 2 weeks away. I think Debo you'll see within 7-8 days, possibly. That's just me guessing.
Now, I know it's a puzzle piece. It's not just Taylor replacing Debo, and because Taylor's played well.
Taylor's in the lineup, and I would look at it more like I thought Peyton showed us some signs of being able to give us some grit yesterday. And with the bunt base hit and knocks pitcher out of the game, plays good defense, walked all weekend. I thought he played extremely well, yes.
How far away is McGehee from playing the kind of role that you had planned for him had he not gotten the injury?
I think that'll play itself out over the next couple of weeks. I'd like, yesterday was pretty good. Now, can we sustain that? and can we make a regularly scheduled start? And I think he will, but like I said, I haven't seen him yet. I know Tibbs talked to him, but I haven't talked to Tibb since then.
Feeling off to a little bit of a slow start. I know you probably haven't looked at him too much, but what's the matchup look like tomorrow night?
Yeah, we saw him in the fall, and I like their ball club in the fall. I know they've played a tough schedule. They've been back and forth from the West Coast a lot. But yeah, I mean, I'm not looking at records or ERAs or batting averages. I mean, if we were going to play a series based on that, then this weekend wouldn't have gone the way it did. The teams overachieve against us. They have an opportunity, and especially in our ballpark, in front of a great crowd. A lot of times it is something where they play above and beyond their ski tips, and that's what they should do. And we've got to counter that by being our very best every single night.
Depending on you have a midweek game or don't have a midweek game, how tempting is it going to be to, especially if you don't, to start Cooper?
Yeah, I think we talked about that some this morning, and I think it's going to be a case of what has he done during the week. And to your point, no midweek game. I think it's going to be how everybody else has performed. Because his real value, I believe, is just being a utility guy in a game. But yesterday against a team that was rolling pretty good, I thought he handled himself extremely well.
Extremely well. Just my imagination, or are you using the shift more, or was that just a matchup thing with Al?
No, I think, we've used it. Our guys wear the wristbands, and they do a pretty good job of positioning themselves based on what pitch is coming. Coach Wells will jump in there and help them some. But I think it was a matter of what we saw coming in, and then as the weekend progressed, there's really not an adjustment there. So now it gets bigger. Then if you notice, we kind of go back when McGeehee's in the game because he's sinking the ball away from them. They're lefties I'm talking about. And you know what? I thought it played to our advantage yesterday because I thought several other guys watching foul balls and swings were trying to beat it, and that wasn't their game coming in. And so I think it benefited Coop a lot.
Speaking of the wristbands, having every player wear one, how much has that, kind of made things a little bit easier in terms of defensive?
Oh, it's unbelievable. And I'm not that guy. I mean, I'm really old school. And, I'm always going to respect the game and protect the integrity of the game. But I'm not one that won't adjust. I will definitely adjust. You have to adjust if you want to stay in this game. And that goes for everybody, players, coaches, everybody. But it's a game changer from just expediting everything to we can call picks, we can call pitches, we can call pitch outs, we can call back picks. That stuff that used to be a verbal possibly or just regular body signs. Are now just right there. Bam. You don't get signs stolen, which is a real occurrence, and it happens a lot. And it just with this new clock and all of that has never been an issue for us. Yeah, that's a good question. It's I was all in the second I saw him, and because I started. My brain just started going like this. We could use them offensively. I mean, every position guy has one. We could give signs offensively. I won't go that far. If you ever catch me doing that, pick you another team.
You say that now.
I ain't doing that. I won't do it. I won't do it. Because I'm like a duck out of water. Because I've had the same signs my entire career, and I just feel lost if. We tried it a couple of practices, and I just looked at the hitters, and I go, no. And they were like, yeah, you're right.